Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. We are in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day is always my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. They're dealing with the most money, very smart people, best information, best technology. And I consider the closing prices to be the most valid prices to make your buying and selling decisions from. And that is why I like to wait right before the market closes, because those prices, in my opinion, are the most valid. All right, so hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good trading day. Market's up big. Currently, the Dow Jones is up 66 points, up 0.19%. NASDAQ, big day, up again 131 points, up 0.84%. And the S&P up 22 points, up 0.49. So thanks again for coming, and really appreciate you being here. Really appreciate all the contributions that everyone brings to this channel. And it's just kind of a fun place to hang out with my group of trading friends and talk a little bit of shop. So here is the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the US legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current swing trades, see where I bought them, why I bought them, how I am going to manage them going forward. I did have some day trades today that I will share with you as well. After that, we're going to go over to the board where my students' positions are, take a look at each one of those, see where they bought them, why they bought them, and how they are performing. After that, we're going to talk about trader psychology, always my most important, favorite part of the day, because creating a plan, following your plan is the most important skill you can ever develop in trading. So we'll spend a few minutes there. Hopefully that's helpful. I do have some potential end of day trades that I am considering today. I did go down through my watch list. Went down through the results of Kamal Scanner. I have 3 requirements, as always, before I look to enter a new trade. First, confluence, combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Second, I need a good risk to reward ratio based upon the support below me and the resistance above me. If I'm risking $1,000 on the trade, I need to be able to make 2,000 or more to the upside to make the asymmetrical math work. And then lastly, I have to have a complete trading plan regardless of the market, regardless of the strategy. For me, that includes the following: position sizing based upon the market's current volatility. Number 2, knowing what my maximum allowed loss is. Number 3, knowing where my emergency stop is. Number 4, knowing where my end of day stop is. Number 5, knowing where my intraday profit targets are. Number 6, knowing where my significant overhead resistance levels are. And number 7, having a good trailing stop methodology in place. So using those three criteria, I will go through the end of day potentials. We'll look at the risk to reward, we'll look at the multiple time frames, we'll look at the support, resistance, and if I find something that looks good at the end of the day, I will purchase it right before the market closes. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. If you need clarification, please let me know. If there are any stock symbols that you would like to get my opinion on today, go ahead, put them in the live stream. I will do my best to get to them before the close of the market. And then lastly, as always, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, if you could please just wait till the close of the market so that I'm done trading, done teaching, pressure's off, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get them all taken care of, okay? All right, have a lot to do today, so hang tight. I'm going to run the US legal disclaimer, and I'll be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who's here today. Hey, first on deck is Kamal. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good trading day. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel, Kamal, and as always, your friendship. Michael Wilkinson is here, aka Lava. Good to see you, Mike. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mike. Hope you're having a good day. George is here. Hello, Gregorians. Hello, George. Good to see you, sir. Steve Burns. Always an honor, always a privilege, Steve, to have you here. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. Really mean that. Steve says, hello, traders. Powell is still talking. They are tapering bond purchases and keeping rates unchanged. Yep, that was the big news at noon or an hour ago. Thanks for coming, Steve. David is here. Hi, Greg and Group. Good to see you, David. Nigma, hello, everyone. Good to see you. Bacon Bandit, hey, what's going on, bud? And Bacon Bandit says, hi, traders. Paxton's, hey, everyone. Good to see you, Pax. There's the other side of the dynamic duo, Tracy. Good to see you, Trace. Anya T is here. Hello, everyone. Hi, Anya. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're feeling well today. And there's my friend, Frank. Frank, thank you, as always, for everything that you do for this channel. I really, really appreciate it. Love your poems, for sure. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the day trades, just because some of these charts are getting a little cluttered. And so let me just start with the day trades here on Apple. This is a picture perfect example of a return to value. This is on the 5-minute return to value, sideways motion for 2 days, false breakout to the downside, and trigger of a V2 into the value zone, sideways motion, false breakout to the downside, reversal back up. I bought this at 33.2870. I sold a portion at 33.3190. Had a big bar up here at 33.4390. Kept going. Got out at 33.4710. And then I just got out of the rest here before the Powell announcement at 33.5120. So great trade. 33.2870, 33.9190, 33.4390. 33.4710 and 33.5120. So let me clean this up here. Okay, so Amazon is now cleaned up. And then IWM. I had a trade on IWM. It was a short trade. We had a huge move up. We had a big bar down. As it rallied to halfway, I shorted it intra-bar here at 237.89. I covered at 237.50, covered at 237.36, covered at 237.26, and then I covered, I covered the last one down here, 236.97, and then I had a close above the previous day's low. So shorted at 237.89, covered at 237.50, covered at 237.36, covered at 237.26, and covered at 236.97. So good little trade on IWM. All right, so now let's go back to the swing trades. I guess I can keep that over there like so, because Amazon was part of the swing trade. Okay, here we go. H. I had a happy mistake on H. Yesterday, I put in a stop loss back at my break-even point, but I didn't put it in good till canceled, and I thought I did. I put it in daily, so it would have triggered, but it wasn't in the system, which I'm glad, because it's up 1.22% today. I bought this with the return to value, sideways motion, V1, bought this at 83.03, moved up nicely, got to trailing stop level, went into trailing stop mode. Here we have a close below the previous day's low, got out of half. Earnings are after the bell today, so I will be getting out of this trade before the close. I bought it at 83.03, and so it's up on the day 1.15%, and it's up on the trade 1.74%. But I will be exiting this today because earnings are after the bell. Facebook. I did buy Facebook along with Lova, David, Ava, Dynamic Duo, and Jonathan. Bought this here with the close under, close over the 200-day moving average. Bought it at 323.52. It's currently 330.38. It's up 0.71% on the day, and this trade is up 2.13% on the trade. Monster Energy. I did buy Monster Energy along with Jonathan and Lava. Had a double bottom bullish divergence. Under 30, over 30 was the trigger. Bought here at 84.91. It's 87.01. It's up 1.3% today. And this particular trade up 2.44% on the trade. I did get to the orange line, which is my 1.5 ATR trailing stop level. Tomorrow after the close are earnings, so I will keep this through tomorrow, sell it at the close, but that's been a really nice trade. SPY, a little bit of an overnight loser. I did buy the SPY. I buy the SPY every day at the close, hold it overnight, take the overnight risk. I bought this at 461.90, sold it this morning at 461.31. So about 60-cent loss on the overnight SPY trade. Of course, I will buy this again today at the close. And then Amazon, did buy Amazon yesterday along with Lava and Gary with an intraday rejection of the 250. Bought it at 33.10.49. Hit two profit targets today, 33.42.84 and 33.72.93. This particular trade is, on the day it's up 1.75%, and on the trade up about 1.75%, about the same. So really, really good trades there. Very grateful for that. Marco is here. Good to see you, Marco. Tom is here. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. Tracy says PD is under 200, 520 crossover into V2. Let's take a look. So from a risk to reward standpoint, I don't like the V2. I mean, I'm glad it had it. But if I were to take this trade, I would use the 200 as my stop because it is closer. Yes, it has a V2. Yes, it has a 520 crossover. Don't know if that back test well. But for me, the more reasonable spot to buy this would be, for the stop would be the 200-day moving average. Jonathan says, evening, Greg and group. Good to see you. Ava, nice to see you, Ava. Hope you're doing well. Steve Burns says, check out BBY chart, short squeeze. 18th highest short interest before the pop. Oh my. Let's see. BBBY. Holy hamburgers. Look at that. It's up 18.51% right now. But at the open, it was up 52%. Holy smokes. Not fun to be short with that. That is for sure. Wow. All right. Well, let's get moving. We have a lot of stocks to look at. Let's take a look here. Steve Burns, what a trade. Under 30, over 30. Bought this yesterday at $34.97. It's $36.46. It's up 4.23% on the first day out of the gates. Way to go, Steve. Beautiful trade. Morgan Stanley. Ava bought Morgan Stanley at this breakout at 103.25. It's 103.31, so it's down on the day, but Ava is still up on the trade. AAL, great, beautiful trade. Let's see, who has this? Bacon Bandit. We had an intraday rejection yesterday of the 250-day moving average, gave a good risk to reward ratio. Bacon Bandit bought this at 19.84. It's up 3.88% today, so fantastic trade. UPST, oh, this one's down. David bought UPST a couple days ago with the 520 crossover at 344.80. It's currently 330.36. It's down about 4% on the day and also down on the trade. ZTS, Ava, look at this. Look at this short she had on ZTS at 217.14. It's 209.94. It's down 1.07%, but that's what Ava wants because she is short, and she is up 3.44% on this trade. Congratulations, Ava. AVTR, who is this? Steve and Dynamic Duo bought ATVR yesterday with the 520 crossover at 39.89. It's currently 39.46, so this one is down on the day and also down on the trade. LRCX Leva bought Lamb Research with the under 200, over 200 a couple days ago at 572.70. It's 581.11. It's up 1.2% today on the trade, and about the same on the day, and about the same on the trade. Beyond Meat, huge day for Steve and Tom, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. They bought this at 95.13, huge day, up 5.54% today, and up 9.06% on the trade. So congratulations, Steve and Tom, for a wonderful trade. Snap, Jonathan bought Snap at 53.90. It's 52.86. It is up 1.28% today, but it is down on the trade. Cisco, another nice trade here from Dynamic Duo and Leva. Bought the higher low V2 at 55.65. It's 57.71. It's up 0.16% today, and it is up 3.55% on the trade. BIIB, let's see. Michael Martin did buy BIIB yesterday at 269.90. It's 277.90. It's up 2% on the day and about the same on the trade. BIB, let's see. This is Steve, bought with the 520 crossover and Ava. Bought it yesterday at 94.89. It's 97.73. It's up 2.6%, 2.67% on the day and also on the trade. So congratulations on a great trade. Another great trade by Steve and Ava. TNA, huge move up for Ava. My goodness. Higher low V1, bought this at $87. It's 107.36. It's up 6.16% today and up 18.88% on the trade for Ava. Way to go, Ava. SPCE, Steve and Leva bought Virgin Galactic under 30, over 30. Bought it at 18.47. It's 19.83. It's up 1.17% on the day and 7.11% on the trade. Zoom, Michael Martin bought Zoom all the way back here, triple bottom, bullish divergence, under 30, over 30 was the trigger at 256.74. It's 284.31. It's up 1.43%, and this trade is up 9.66%. These are just amazing, amazing trades. VRM, Dynamic Duo, under 30, over 30, and a V1, bought at 19.54. It's 19.99. It is down a little bit today, but it is up on the trade. Boeing, Dynamic Duo, David Kamal, bought down here 206.50. I think Kamal bought at 206 with an under 30, over 30, up 0.08% on the day and up 2.98% on the trade. Very, very nice. Verizon, Michael Martin bought Verizon, higher low V2 at 53.14. It's 52.89. It is up on the day, but slightly down on the trade. XLU, Gary, Bacon Bandit, Leva bought this higher low intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average, bought it at 65.08. It's 66.72, down on the day, but nicely up on the trade. WST, Steve Burns bought WST back on the 29th at 428.10. It's 435.56. It is down a little bit on the day today, but this trade up 1.67%. And then last but not least, Tell. What a trade by Frank. My gosh. V1 bought this at 337. It's 436. It's up 4.81% today. And Frank is up 22.94%. So let's give a hand to Frank. That is an unbelievable trade. My gosh. All right, let me grab a drink of water here. Steve says PD has a negative backtest on the 520 crossover. Oh, thank you. Trader Harneed is here. Good to see you. Hello, guys. Bought GME yesterday on trendline breakup. Book today. It was up 15%. Holy smokes. Let's take a look. GME. What a beautiful trade, Trader Harneed. Excellent. Thank you for coming by and saying hello. Steve said, glad I got rid of CRL. Holy hamburgers. The chart after earnings looks like a 30 RSI bounce. CRL. Oh my. Well, that's why you don't hold through earnings, right? DT has a 520 crossover today. Yes, it does. Pretty nice little sideways motion here. Let me add that to the list. Let me do a little math. $365 times 0.5, 547. Okay. So let me put that one on the list, Steve. Okay, very, very good. Tracy says, go Frank. Steve says, Frank is a trading warrior and a poet as well. He is. And speaking of, let's take a look at his poem today. Let me, oh, sorry, I feel like I have a ton of stuff here. All right, let's read today's let's read today's poem by Frank. One hand washes the other, and losses and gains come from the same mother. Although a stock can move in one direction or another, it's managing both that protects a trader's bread and butter. It's fantastic. One hand washes the other, and losses and gains come from the same mother. Although a stock can move in one direction or another, it's managing both that protects a trader's bread and butter. You have to manage both sides of the equation for sure. Michael says, great job, Ava and Frank. Kamal says, nice trade, Frank and Ava. Nigma says, live trading everyone. Frank says, thank you, Greg, Steve, Tracy, Paxton. Paxton says, thanks, Frank. Steve says, IWM touched the upper third ATR Keltner channel today. Yeah, IWM having a big day up, but it is getting into that area, right? Mine's up at the fourth, actually, Steve. Ava says, thanks, guys. Everyone seems to have great trades today. Snap has an under 30, over 30. Yes, it does. Under 30, over 30, and a V1 for good measure. Looks like MasterCard bounce near the third AT. Let's see. Yep, about 32.36 is what I have. Tracy says, I bet it had something to do with our educator, Greg and Steve here. Well, you never know, right? You never, ever really know. But yeah, nice little bounce on MasterCard for sure. All right, let's take a look. Hyatt Hotels. I am exiting this today because earnings are after the bell. Facebook, keeping Facebook, doing great. Positive on the day, positive on the trade. Monster Energy, nice day today. 2 profit targets, has earnings after the bell tomorrow, so I will sell it tomorrow after. SPY, be buying that at the close today. And then Amazon doing really great, hit 2 profit targets since yesterday, up 2.21%. So not too shabby, everyone, not too shabby. Okay. All right, everybody. So listen, before we start looking at our end of day trades here, I just want to spend a few minutes, talk about trader psychology. Always the most important skill you'll ever learn in trading is being able to create a plan, follow your plan regardless. I've talked about it's November, early in November. How about we just follow our plans for 30 days? If you follow the plan for 30 days, it will become a habit. There's good habits and there's bad habits. If you follow exactly what your plan is, regardless, it doesn't mean you're going to win, doesn't mean you're going to lose, but you're still going to get the benefit of following the plan that you set for yourself. Do it. It takes about 30 days to create a habit. So it's early in November. If you've messed up a little bit in the first couple days, it's okay. Do it the rest of the month. But I have my favorite Twitter channels. I have my favorite Facebook channels that I like to pull from when we talk about trader psychology. They have very good insight into trader psychology. One of my favorites is Trading Composure. You hear me talk about Trading Composure all the time. You can follow him at Trading Composure on Twitter. It's a great channel. Please do yourself a favor. Please go and subscribe to this channel. Let's see what Trading Composure has to say today. Every failure you go through in the market brings you closer to success. Because when you fail, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, and you're learning how to survive and how to thrive. Isn't that a good post? Even the best traders in the world go through drawdowns. They go through tough times. But every failure you have, you've learned something from it. I hope you've learned something from it because you paid for that loss. So you should take something away from it. But it's true. Even every failure that you have does bring you closer to success, because when you fail, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience because you've had the experiences from those losses. And from experience, you become a better trader, and you're learning how to survive and how to thrive. So that's why I always talk about the longer you trade, the longer you can keep yourself in the game, the better trader you're going to become because of the repetitions and the experience, as Trading Composure mentions here. So, if you've had a tough run of something, it's okay. Learn from what you did moving forward. Stay in the game. Keep repeating and trading and repeating and trading. And, everything you learned, everything you've experienced stays in your head. And if you can stay in the game, it will make you a better trader in the long run. So thank you, Trading Composure. Very helpful for me. Hope it's helpful for you as well. Tracy says, Steve, does AFL backtest well on the 520 here? I'll try to backtest that one, see what it comes up with. I don't know if I can do it. Nope, not available for me. But let's look at the chart anyway. Yeah, don't know. Don't know if that backtests or not. Give me 1 sec, everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay. All righty. Amazon making a new high on the day. That's fantastic. Up 78.96. Two nice profit targets. Maybe we'll hit the third today. Who knows? All right. Well, let's start looking at some potentials today. We have ALKS. We have a higher low V2 We closed below the value zone. We rallied into the value zone. We had a pullback. We back tested the -1 ATR channel. Day 2 washed out day 1. 3 above day 1's close. Has not rejected the 50 RSI yet. This looks pretty good. I like this. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly is in the value zone. So I look at that as neutral, but okay to buy. PayPal, looking for an under 30, over 30. We are not quite there yet. Not quite there on the under 30, over 30. I've been looking to buy PayPal if I could get that signal, but currently right now it's 29.50, but we'll check back on that. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is holding support at the -1 ATR channel, which I do like. It is down today, of course, on a big up day, so relative strength is not good. IP, international paper, under 30, over 30. Rejection of the -3rd ATR channel. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly, rejection of the -3rd ATR channel. So far, I like those two for sure. OMC, under 30, over 30, under the -3rd channel, over the -3rd channel. If we look at the weekly, has triggered a V1. So weekly is decent there. It's decent. But I like the under 30, over 30 V1 and the rejection of the -3rd ATR channel. So that one is also a potential. SAM, Boston Beer. Earlier it was a higher low V2. It is now untriggered, so I'm going to put that one over on the bench. TTD, looking for a V2 here. 2 days ago close was 76.49. It's currently 76.36, so has not quite triggered the V2. Match.com, under 200, over 200. Let's see, we're at 150.70. We're at 150.59. So currently this has not crossed over. And then earlier we looked at DT with a 520 crossover in the value zone, which I like. If we look at the weekly, little high on the weekly, but holding the 5 EMA. So right now, my potentials here are ALKS, IP, OMC, and DT. All right, let's look at them again. ALKS, I like the higher low V2. We have not rejected the 50. If we look at the weekly, weekly has some resistance of the 1 ATR channel above, so that's something to consider. IP, under 30, over 30, under the -3rd, over the -3rd. Looks like currently it's closing over the 5 EMA. V1 on the weekly and a rejection of the -1 ATR channel. So that one does look good also. OMC, under 30, over 30, V1, rejection of the -1 ATR channel. So don't like the weekly as much. So I'm going to take OMC off and start to narrow this down. And then DT, the 520 crossover. So let me put these three up here. ALKS, IP, and DT. We have time, right? OMC. Oh, wait a minute. ALKS, IP, and DT. ALKS. DT and IP. All right. All right. David says, Z having a bad day. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would say so. WBA. Let's see if I can backtest that. I can. And what did we want to backtest it on? 520. All right, so here's your backtest, Tracy, on WBA 520 EMA crossover. Ran the backtest. I'm using this by permission from etfreeplay.com. And this backtest negative 36.7%. So it doesn't look like that's probably the best one to take on a crossover with that kind of backtest. All right. So H, of course, getting out of H today because earnings are after the bell. Facebook up nicely, up $3 today for us. So that one's a keeper. Again, Monster up nicely today, 1.44%. Be selling that tomorrow before the close. SPY, buying the SPY at the close. And then Amazon doing great, up 2.33%. So it's a little early for really me to start making decisions here, but let's try to narrow down ALKS. I don't like that we're rejecting the one ATR channel. We hit that big down bar. We got above halfway. We are close to the 50 RSI and we are close to the 50 SMA. Hasn't rejected it yet, but you know, something to consider. DT holding the 5 EMA, and then IP. I think IP has the best risk to reward ratio, honestly, and with the convergences here too as well. So right off the bat here, I think I like IP the best from a risk to reward standpoint. Boy, did I already run out of stuff to talk about? Let's see. Steve says, I got the same backtest on WBA with TrendSpider. WBA tends to go up, tends to just go sideways and not trend well, creating too many false signals that go nowhere but back in the range. How far does your backtest tool go, Greg? It goes back to 2000. It goes back to 2000, Dave. See, if we take a look over here, start date January 2000, end date November 2nd, which was yesterday. The other thing I like about IP is that yesterday we had a V1 to the downside. 2 days ago we had the high. Yesterday we went above, closed back below. Now we went up, closed over that first day's high. So in conjunction, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, breakout of this old high right before the V1 to the downside, and also on the weekly with the confluence of the negative third ATR channel. That's why I am leaning towards IP at the moment. All right. Well, I think I'll just take a break, have a little drink of water here. Anya says, if you were in TMUS, would you sell half today because it went above the second ATR channel? Let's take a look. Oh, I would definitely be selling something there. Half, I think, would be good. I mean, Anya, we gapped way up here. We went way up. There were some sellers that came in, came back down. That's a bit of a bearish bar. I mean, it's up a ton, and congratulations if you have that. But would I sell half? Yeah, 100% I would sell half on this. On this big move up, I would definitely take some chips off the table. 100% I would. Hope that helps. So the Dow's up 106, Nasdaq's up 155, and the S&P is up 29 at the moment. ETF replay goes back to the year 2000. TrendSpider goes back 7,000 candles. It used to go back 30 years. Evan, good to see you. GDX, is there adequate sideways motion, and did it reject the 50 RSI today? No, there's really no sideways motion. I mean, we came down. We had 1 day of sideways motion. No, I don't think I would be buying this. Actually, I mean, it's nice, right? It's a bullish engulfing bar. It's a V1. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly has a V1, but I really want to see sideways motion. Like, compare this to this. See the sideways motion that we have here, Evan? Really sideways, where on GDX it's just down, 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 down. Excuse me. Okay. So I think IP is going to be my favorite one here. Under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. We had a V1 yesterday to the downside. We reversed that back up. And on the weekly, we have the rejection of the negative third ATR channel. So good confluence there. All right. So I am going to go ahead and sell H right now, lock in those profits. Because of earnings after the bell, so I am out of Hyatt Hotel. We have about 12 minutes left. Everything is hitting new highs. Tracy says HLT looks okay. Oh, that's Hilton. Yeah, that probably will have an effect, but I'm glad you noticed that. Hilton Hotels, I feel like it's a little stretched to be buying here. I don't know if the momentum's going to continue or not, but it seems a little stretched to me. And as you mentioned, Hyatt has earnings, so that it will have, I'm sure it will have some effect on it. Apple's up nice, $1.79. So just waiting to buy IP here. George says, could you check DRI? Yes, sir. Well, I do like that we tested this bottom. We have a V1. We're above the 100-day moving average. Let's check the weekly. Weekly's in the value zone, monthly uptrend. Yeah, I mean, not bad. You have to decide where your end of day stop is going to be, though. It's going to be a close below the 100. Right now, we're actually below the 100 by a penny. We're right at the halfway of the big down bar that happened yesterday. So I think you're going to find some resistance there. I don't think it's something I would be interested in. Rejected 200 SMA sideways. Yeah, it is sideways for sure. Day one bar, yesterday's bar was larger than 1 ATR. I generally don't buy anything up against a day one bar that's larger. You see from here to here, George, is 1 ATR. This bar is much larger than that, showing that there was a lot of selling pressure that came in to get it to move more than 1 ATR down. So we have one big bar down. We're right at kind of at halfway. That concerns me. Facebook making a new high on the day. Monster Energy making a new high on the day. Happy for that. Just waiting to buy IP. And I'm glad I waited. Other possibilities today were ALKS with a higher low V2 back in the value zone. DT also has a 520 crossover after some sideways motion in the value zone. That's also a good one. That's also a good one. We're kind of at that halfway, the big down bar. That's the only thing that concerns me on that one. So IWM seems to be selling off here. Yeah. Kind of an example of sideways motion breaking down. And, is this going to lead to a downtrend? I don't know, but the idea is that sideways motion leads to trends, either up or down. We just don't know which way. That's the rub right there. All right. Going to go ahead and buy IP right here. All right. So I am done. I did sell H. Locked in profits on H because of earnings today. Monster making a high on the day. Move some of this stuff around. Snap is closing over 30 RSI. And I did, where did my H go? I just had it. Oh, SPY. Okay. All right, so I did buy these over here. I did buy IP. And I'll buy SPY at the close. Paxton says, thanks for analyzing some of my potentials. We appreciate everyone's input. You're welcome. Chad Carr is there. Hey, Chad, good to see you. Hey, I got your email. Going to reply to that. How's your Amazon trade? Amazon trade doing well. Bought it yesterday at 33.10.49. It's 33.84.99. It's up 2.18% on the first day with the intraday rejection of the 250. And like I said, I did get your email, Chad, and I will reply. But yes, I can help you set all that up if we do our lessons together. I can help you set up interactive brokers. And, you know, really, you need an hour a day. That's what I would say, but I'll reply. Michael says, AKLS made the 50 RSI. It did. It's above the 50. That's a good sign. Paxton says, Greg, can we take another course from you to be able to secure one-on-one time with you and help advance our understanding? Sure, we can talk about that for sure, Packy. Oh, come on, Monster. Get up there to that last profit target. That would be great. All right, Dow's up 97, Nasdaq up 166, S&P up 30. Monster making a high on the day. I already bought IP. All right, we'll just coast on into the close then. How about that? All right, that's it. All right, so I did buy IP today at 49.85. And where is my why don't I see it? And SPY at 464.74. All right. All right, 464.74 is the overnight SPY trade. And then IP 49.85. Okay. There we go. So I'm sure you have a bunch of changes for me, any of my students out there. So if you are a student of mine, present passed and you want me to update something on the board, go ahead, put it in the live stream chat now. I will get to it. We'll update it in just a second. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I'm good at it. I have a really great course that I teach that's one-on-one. I think the best way to learn anything is one-on-one with your teacher or your instructor, and that is why I offer this course. The course is a total of 15 hours, 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. That's where you get your 15 hours. I teach you step by step all 5 of the different trading approaches that I use, and if you take this course, you're going to be a better trader. That's really all it comes down to. So if you are interested in it, the price is $1,750. I know it sounds like a lot of money, but it's worth every penny, I promise you. So, if you'd like to start the process, just send me an email. The email is in the link of this YouTube video, and just say, "Hey, Greg, potentially interested in you taking your course." I'll say, "Great. Let's set up a Skype call." The Skype call is free. It's not a sales call, I promise you that. I just want to talk to you, learn more about you, your trading, your challenges, your goals, what you're trying to accomplish, why you want to take the course, and then it's a really good time for you to ask me questions about the course in general. And then when we're done with the call, just think about it as long as you want. And then one day, if you decide today's the day, I'm going to email Greg back. I'm going to get this thing scheduled. We'll get it scheduled, and away we will go. All right. Secondly, I have a great online course available at udemy.com. It's called the Deep Dip Buy Stock Trading Strategy. It's a fantastic course. I've gotten so many good reviews from around the world, great feedback. I teach you step by step how to use the Deep Dip Buy approach. Amazon, the Amazon trade today we had was a deep dip buy that happened yesterday. So it's a very useful course. It's 9.5 hours of video, 26 videos total, 15 study guides. And the best news is that on udemy.com, it's only like 12 or 15 bucks. So if you're just starting out, you want to get your feet wet a little bit with trading and to learn good trading principles, take the course. The link to the udemy.com course is in the link of this description. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I really would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. Helps to build the channel, helps to keep the channel around, lets YouTube know there's some valuable content. So if you found anything helpful with this podcast, I would just appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button before you head on out of here today. All right? Okay. David is in Snap. Where did my Snap go? Snap. Okay, so this gets complicated. Let's see. David. And I'm going to put Jonathan over here, if that helps. And then we'll put Dave over here. A little messy, but we'll do our best. Kamal is in Snap as well. Okay, so all right, I'm just gonna put you over here, Kamal, at 52. Good entry price. All right, Chad says I bought it with small s stop loss, then got kicked out for a loss. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. It happens though, right? Facebook. Okay, so who is out of Facebook? Tracy, Dynamic Duo, out of Facebook. In IP. Okay. Bacon Bandit is out of H. Okay, so that just okay, that was the two of us. Out of H and in IP. Okay. Gary is also in IP. Okay, good to see you, Gary. Michael says in ALKS. All right, that's Lava. 30.62. Okay. No sell rules triggered. Chad says, I use Schaefer research option alerts for first two trade. $1,000 loss. Ava is out of ZTS and NDT. All right, so Ava's in DT. Okay, and out of ZTS. Was that your short? That was your short. Fantastic, Ava. Ava can do it both sides, up to the upside and to the downside. Chad says, do we need to get Trade Navigator in order to get the same screens? Well, if you want to get exactly the same screens, yeah, you would need Trade Navigator. But, you know, there are a lot of good charting programs out there. Interactive brokers, I don't love their charts, but they're definitely would suffice. TradingView, you know, stockcharts.com. But, you know, if we work together, Chad, regardless of what you have, we'll make it work. Gary says, thanks, Greg. Got some personal stuff going on, but trying to get back in the swing of things. Sounds good. Good to have you here. Have a great day. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that, my friend. All right, what's going on after hours? Dow's down a little bit. Facebook's down a little bit. IP is unchanged. IWM up 7 cents. Monster unchanged. SPY down a little bit. Bonds got whooped up on today for sure. I have a bond position in the weekly, but still hanging in there. And then VIX is up 3 cents. All right, do I have something from Steve? I didn't see anything from Steve. No, I think Steve is all loaded up and didn't take a position. All right. All right, so Facebook did great today. Happy with that. Monster Energy, great today. Getting out tomorrow before the market closes because of earnings. Jonathan. Okay. One halfy. Gotcha. Got it and done. Listen, if you have any other things that you want to say or contribute, jokes, entries, go ahead, put them in while you're doing that or while you're thinking about that. Just want to read this every day. It's something I try to incorporate in my life every day, and it's been a positive for me, and it's something you might want to consider. But this is from Martin Kornfeld. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. This is by Martin Kornfeld. It's pretty simple. Try to do one nice thing for another human being today. It would make the world better. And it would make it even better if you could go out and try to do one nice thing for an animal today. So one nice thing for a human, one nice thing for an animal. It doesn't have to cost any money. Just a wave, hold the door open, be pleasant, scratch your dog on the head, give them a little treat. You know, why not? Right? And maybe one day when you need it, somebody will be there for you as well. Paxton says, thanks again, Greg, Steve, Kamal, Frank, Ava, Lova, and everyone. Michael says, lots of open positions, no sell signals. Is it acceptable to move up emergency stop to negative 2 ATR from current prices rather than keeping them at 2 ATR from entry? Sure. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it gives you two ATRs. But at these levels, Mike, I would probably be using like the 5 EMA as my stop. I mean, it just depends. It depends what kind of trader you want to be. Is there a potential, is there one that you would like me to look at? Maybe I could point out. Paxton says, buy the book all month. Way to go, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Just doing it by the book. If you can do it by the book for a month, it's going to be a positive habit. Kamal says, thank you, traders. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Kamal. You're welcome, bud. Ava says, thank you, Greg and everyone. Thank you, Ava. Hope you have a good day, my friend. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Right. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Utah. I'm going to go out for a hike. Looking forward to that. So congratulations on a great day, everyone. It's a good feeling. Just one thing I want to mention, though, when you've had a good run, get a little bit more defensive than optimistic. I mean, you can be optimistic if you have the right signal and the risk to reward ratios and all that, but sometimes when the market goes up, people start feeling bulletproof and they let down their guard a little bit. Do not let down your guard here. Pay attention to your trailing stops right now. All right. Oh, LRCX. Well, this one has not really moved enough for me to go into. I mean, you could move your -2 ATR up. Yeah, 100% you could do that for sure. But even with that, I bet you your end of day stop kicks in before that. It's hard to say though. It would depend on the stock. But yeah, I mean, if you have a 2 ATR emergency stop down here and the stock moves up by this much, you can move that up as well. That is how some people do it. Is there another one, Mike, that you'd like me to look at? I was talking about maybe one that's a little bit more extended, but then again, you're talking about an emergency stop. I'm talking about a trailing stop. There's a little bit of a difference. I mean, there's a lot of a difference actually. But I mean, with LRCX, you have your 2 ATR probably down here somewhere, right around here. You're just saying, can you move it up? Is it acceptable to move up to -2 ATR from current price? Yeah, you definitely could. You definitely could. I don't think very often you're going to hit it, but if you want to do that, that's perfect. All right, everyone, I think that's it. Thanks for coming today. Appreciate it. If you could remember to hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate that. But enjoy the good trading day. Enjoy the rest of the day. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, VEA. Well, we're not quite to 65 RSI, so the 5 EMA trailing stop level does not really come into effect. So, they're two different animals, really. But to answer your question, sure, move it up from current price, move the emergency stop up. If it goes down, you'll be glad you did. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and Forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.